Hello there, this is the alien Wicked, and this is
the Ducky Gwen, and welcome to another episode of the Ducky Alien Files. Tonight we're going to be covering the case of Tamla Horsford and the investigations surrounding her death. Now, when you came upon this video that you sent me,
Yep,
what were your thoughts on that?
people are idiots.
Yes.
Or should I say humans?
Yes. And the YouTuber in question is...
Yep, Bailey Sarian.
Yes. And at first, considering how that video was done, I almost cringed. But then throughout the video, I noticed that I was really engaged with it. Just the way she was covering it. You could tell that she seems to feel genuinely about this case and the ramifications thereof.
Yep.
And
that's
to believe
true.
you can talk about a true crime case while doing makeup, as long as you're doing so genuinely, like you're being real about what you're covering,
and
I'm all
give
for it.
Give a rat's ass as well.
Like what she demonstrated in that video. And trust me, there were a lot of crazy going on in the video. The F-bombs and S-bombs, everything.
I know, you should have called the bomb squad.
Right, because yeah, she was really a ball of energy. But enough about her. Let's talk about the case. So
yeah,
honestly, this might end up being a short episode because I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know if I have anything too extensive to say on this because, not gonna lie, I was speechless just at the descriptions of
how stupid the twins were.
Yes, gravely stupid to be exact.
As per usual, they tend to be that way.
Yes, and get this, as Bailey described in the video, Forsyth County, Georgia has had a rapid history of racism.
Oh, great.
It was the setting of common gatherings of the Ku Klux Klan.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm just going to say a little message to these ding-dongs. It's just DNA.
Yes, it's absolutely just your DNA. It's immutable. It doesn't determine your character as a person.
That's right.
Unfortunately, history clearly did not improve with time for some people.
Yeah, they improved in time for some Twinkies.
Slight correction, it was a popular gathering of white supremacists in general.
Oh, for crying out loud. That's gonna be a trigger. Sorry, but I can do this. This means I'm gonna be saying, damn it, it's just DNA.
It is just DNA. Why can't people get that through their heads?
Why can't they get it through their damn frickin' heads is one thing I'll never know.
What I just read just now was from Vibe.com, and it is 6 things to know about mysterious death of Tamla Horsford.
Yeah.
That was a brief segment right there. And speaking of segment, in a segment on the early days of the Oprah Winfrey Show, Oprah took a trip to Cumming where she talked to residents about their disdain for quote-unquote race mixing, the LGBTQ community, as well as difference between blacks and the N-word. We're not going to repeat that on the air, by the way.
I don't like that word to begin with. It's a bad word, a very bad word. I don't even say it.
Yes, because of how serious the ramifications of the use of that word is, especially with things like this.
And especially when it's just freaking DNA that people should really realize it's just DNA, whether you're LGBTQ, disabled, or you're whatever color you are, it's just DNA. I don't know why people can't get through their damn heads. Get it through your heads, excuse my language.
Yes, absolutely. And besides all that, the case didn't really get national attention until 2 months after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's pretty sad. So
Mm.
what was I know what the story was, but tell me what the story was other than the Ku Klux Klan and racism.
Yes, we're gonna get to the meat and bones of this video. So, on Tamla Horsford, she was a mother of five. Yeah,
Huh?
she's a seems to be a really sweet woman, and because she had something in common with the people that she was with that fateful night, being that they were quote unquote football moms. Um,
Yep. Guessing I know what state that must have been.
yes, Tamla
That's
Horsford was 40 years old at the time of her death.
still a baby.
By modern standards, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So Horsford arrived at the slumber party at 10 p.m. on November 3rd, 2018. Of course, attendees drank, watched football, obviously, and more importantly, get this, they played the game Cards Against Humanity. Have you ever played Cards Against Humanity before?
It's a little NSFW to me.
Yeah, basically, it's very wild. That's all I can tell you about this game. I mean, I've actually played this game a few times before, howbeit online via video chats. And
Oh boy.
I, believe it or not, I have a ball whenever I play that game. Not
Okay.
surprising, but so according to witnesses, Horsford got up at 2 a.m. to smoke a cigarette on the back porch. Of course,
And that's when the fabled fall happened.
the next morning at 7:30 a.m., the homeowner's aunt found the Horsford lying face down and motionless under the porch, and Jose Ferreira called 911.
Yep.
Yeah, she was described as lying face down and not breathing.
Yes, I've heard of that.
So yeah, kind of a messed up situation right here. It is said that the police arrived at 9:07 a.m.
Yes.
Well, apparently, according to Bailey, yeah, the hosts were being rude to her, but she ultimately, normally you would leave because you don't want to be disrespected like that, yeah, but in the case of Tamla, she ended up apologizing instead,
Oh
which
my God.
according to the comment under Bailey's video, yeah,
That
lesson
was
from
cheap.
this case, when people treat you rudely, leave immediately, it will save your life.
Yeah, I always leave immediately when people are a-holes.
Yes, because why would we put up with such disrespect from a lot of people,
Humans,
especially
I should say.
yes, and yeah, like I said, we're going to be reading off of Six Things to Know About the Mysterious Death of Tamla Horsford, and I read that first part already, but like I said,
Yeah.
she was ultimately found dead at a friend's home in Cumming, Georgia, of all places, and the attack
Georgia.
took
Oh,
place.
it was
Yeah,
Texas football.
that's where Forsyth County is in Georgia. She was found
Okay.
in November of 2018.
Yeah, that's sad.
On Wednesday, February 20th, Major Joe Perkins with the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office told reporters in a press conference that none of the 40-year-old's injuries were aligned with foul play. It was a party they were drinking, 11 Alive reports. She was drinking. Most of the partygoers had gone to bed at that time, and she was on the deck alone.
Uh-oh. Oh
Right.
boy. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it aligns with anything.
Yes, it was initially reported that Horsford accidentally fell off a balcony on November 4th, where she was attending a football mom's sleepover with seven other mothers and three men.
Oh
Seven
God.
other mothers and three men.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that's gonna be a good mix.
Yeah, and an early coroner's death certificate listed Horsford's death as an accident, but the
You've
fall
got
to the
kidding me.
yeah, I wish I was. But the fall from the deck caused multiple blunt force injuries and quote unquote acute ethanol intoxication, known commonly as alcohol poisoning, which might have led to the fall. Oh,
I'm familiar with alcohol poisoning. Not from me, but from a relative. Let's put it that way.
there's and understandably why there was an uproar because there is a possibility that it was racially motivated.
Oh, it's a hate
Just
crime.
considering she was the only African American woman at that particular party.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it's
That's
understandable
that
why people would easily believe that
he
it had
was.
a racist motive. And
Yes, everyone else was pure, whatever white is.
yes. Horse for best friend Michelle Graves, who wasn't at the party, also believed foul play took part in her friend's death.
Yes,
According to her, it was impossible to get the injuries that she had from one fall. And
it
for
had to be.
reference, one of the injuries involved slit wrists.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, doesn't sound like a fall to me. That sounds like someone tried to make it look like a suicide.
I don't recall hearing anything
I
about her
know.
being suicidal, but
Oh, but just the
just
idea of a split wrist, that
yeah,
that just says, let's make it look like this instead of what it really is. Don't pee on my leg and say it's raining.
right. Peeing on my leg and say it's raining. Yeah, that is a pretty spot on analogy if you ask me.
Yes, I agree. Because these doing bats, I'm just trying to use my own version of swearing. Obviously, didn't have anything better to do than to hurt someone, obviously, kill them.
Right.
And I don't consider them people, I consider them, well, humans, which are the animal term for people.
Yes, an animal term for people. Absolutely. Jose Barrera. He's a Hispanic dude,
Yep,
and he's
I
a
heard.
boyfriend of one of the female attendees of that party. So yeah.
Yes.
Yep. I think we know where this is going.
Uh
Really.
oh. Oh boy. Race it right down the race road.
Yeah. And it has since come out that Jose Barrera was arrested for accessing court documents relating to Horsford's case as well as a stalking incident involving his girlfriend.
Oh, what a jackass he is.
He is an absolute jackass indeed. On Wednesday, February 20th, more details were released about the case in the form of a 911 call made by Barrera the day Horsford's body was found. While Barrera's 911 call was made at 8:59 a.m., Horsford's body was discovered at 7:30 a.m. by the homeowner's aunt.
Oh boy, by the end.
Yep, and it was all because of hashtags with Tamla's name and videos shared by activists who have helped bring the story to the public knowledge.
Yes, hashtag Pamela Horsford or what her name is.
Tamla Horsford.
Sorry for butchering it, people.
Hey, no worries. We're only human.
Yep. Good human, not these assholes.
Yeah. So now we're going to number one in the list. As stated earlier, she was found dead at a sleepover, but believe it or not, men were present too. So it was supposed to be a football mob sleepover, but
And
yet
there
men
was,
were present.
yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
Right, indeed. And she was and according to a video that was provided, rather sent to WSB TV from the adult sleepover, Horsford is all smiles while singing happy birthday with friends. But what's
Uh,
also seen in the video are three men, including Jose Barrera, who made the 911 call, As we just discussed, many have wondered why men were present if the witnesses claimed it was a sleepover meant for women. Already, things are getting
Yeah,
sus.
yeah, why the man?
Who knows?
That's
Obviously, something's going on.
yeah,
And in the 911 call released on February 20th, Barrera is heard pointing out a cut on Horsford's wrist. She's lying in the yard, basically on the patio downstairs. She's not moving one bit. She's not breathing, he told dispatchers. I'm noticing a small cut on her right wrist. She's not breathing whatsoever. I don't know if this cut was self-inflicted. And I can see why you
oh,
mentioned
wait.
it being possibly a suicide thing or whatever.
I mentioned that they're probably making it look like that.
Yeah, making it look like a suicide. Yeah. See why they would make it look like a suicide. Yeah.
Yes, again,
Self-inflicted. There it
don't
is.
piss on what?
There it is right there. Self-inflicted.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. That's what he said?
The and he said he didn't know if this cut was self-inflicted.
Oh boy. I think I know who did it, but I'm not gonna say who it was.
Yeah. And as mentioned above, an original coroner's report claimed there was blunt force trauma to Horsford's body from the fall, but close friend Michelle Graves says the family hired another medical examiner who reportedly found multiple abrasions on Horsford's body.
Raisins like bruises and stuff.
Yeah. We're glad we're not the only ones who feel there's something awry with the story with how she lost her life, Graves told Mike
That's
Fetchin
true.
of WSB TV.
Yeah, there's nothing right about this. This smells stinky.
It does. The stink is very strong on this one.
Yeah, stink is real strong, like decomp.
Yep. And up number 3, Jose Barrera was fired for accessing court files on the case.
Oh, for
Rightfully so.
crying
Yep.
out.
Get this, he was a pretrial services officer within the Forsyth County court system, and he ended up being placed on administrative leave for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically quoted as using a position to access confidential files on a current investigation surrounding a death in which you were a witness.
What a jackass.
Oh, yeah.
What a jackass. Excuse my language. Fluffing jackass.
Uh-huh. Forsyth County News reported he was later terminated in a letter where court administrator Robin S. Rooks wrote he lost confidence in Barrera's ability to do his job. It wasn't
Mm,
until February 1st that an incident report was written mentioning Barrera's actions. In addition to the findings, Graves claimed Barrera stated in the same report that the Georgian native exposed her work and cell phone numbers, home address, work address, and driver's license, along with information about her height, weight, and extended family.
he
Damn.
doxed her?
It looks like it.
Damn, Shazam, what an a-hole.
It's not just an a-hole, but a dick. Only a dick can do that.
That real anatomy piece.
It is.
What a dick.
Graves stated the information was given to the other women who were at the adult sleepover.
Oh boy.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is me.
He denied the allegations, but alluded that anyone's information can be found publicly. For her to believe that her information was leaked by me is grossly incorrect, and I will believe that till the day I die.
Yeah, I'll believe that when my, you know what smells pretty for once in my life. You know what I mean?
Oh, yep. Anybody can be found. Doesn't give you the right to dox, moron.
Yeah, it doesn't give you the doxing right at all.
Nope. But yet
Did it anyway.
what I mean was he was fired for hold on, let me backtrack here. Barrera previously worked as a probation officer in Hall County from March to November 2017 and earlier as an officer of the Department of Community Supervision in Cumming County. He was fired for the latter position but alleged it was an unlawful firing due to an quote unquote inter-office disagreement over a relationship with a coworker.
What a ridiculous human.
Yeah, we read number 4 already. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yep. Then the GoFundMe was made for her family, but it unfortunately hasn't raised much since its creation on November 27th, 2018.
That long?
That long?
That long to get answers?
Yeah, that long. That
Oh,
long.
crying out loud, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, though I did go on that petition site, and last I checked, it was higher than the 3,425 shown in the photo from that article.
Do feel free to share that link to people, the petition.
Of course.
Yep,
And of course, the homeowner and other attendees of the party have received death threats on social media.
death
Not,
threats?
yeah, death threats. I kid you not.
Oh boy.
In a
I
way, it's
guess
kind of deserved, but still,
not on social media, for Christ's sake.
yeah. And then the names of a few of the attendees in question are Marcy Harden, Jean Marie, and Nicole Renee Lawson. They were they were reportedly some of the women who were at the sleepover at the time of Horsford's death. As the
Mm-hmm.
story gained traction, the group has been the target of death threats accusations that they played a role in their friend's death.
Oh boy. Doesn't sound, that sounds like a real hot, nasty game
Yeah,
of play.
yeah, we're not gonna talk anymore about that anyway. The case has been officially ruled an accidental death.
Yes. Okay, that's a pain in the arse.
Yep. Of course, this was from the first investigation. There were two investigations into this case. The second one was a result of the outcry from people like T.I. and 50 Cent. Ultimately, the case reopened and was
Yes.
investigated by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, according to Forsyth County, BET.com, and from Complex. But unfortunately, this is the second investigation still concluded her death to be a tragic accident.
Oh,
Says the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has concluded their reinvestigation into the death of a 40-year-old married mother of five and has decided not to pursue any criminal charges.
for Christ's sake.
Yep, it was investigated twice and still a tragic accident, even though it was a murder. It had to
Yes,
be a murder.
believe it. It was a murder. It had to be.
I mean, it was pretty obvious, and I could see why people say that it was racially motivated. Because remember, Forsyth County had a history of rampant racism, and this would
Yes.
be the case of rampant racism where she was basically systematically it was systematically mishandled in the favor of the parties involved. Believe it or
Yes.
not, this was a story of favoritism, as
Racial
at least
favorite.
one of the people involved in the investigation were friends with Jose Barrera.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, politics much. There were definitely
Yes.
some favoritism and politics involved in this,
Yeah.
which was partially the reason why the investigations fell through the way they did.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Alrighty, and according to the GBI medical examiner's report, Horsford sustained severe injuries to her head, neck, and torso. And there were also cuts on her face, wrist, hand, and lower legs, as well as a laceration to the right ventricle of her heart. A laceration to the right ventricle of her heart. Oh, wow. Yeah, this
That's
got deep.
bad.
This really got deep. Oh, my goodness. Wow. The toxicology screening found a blood alcohol level of, oh my goodness, get this, 0.238, and traces of THC, that is marijuana, and
Yep.
Frazolam, an anxiety medication at the time of her death.
Yes.
But yeah,
That's
there were
crazy.
speculation. Yeah, there was speculation of foul play that spread online, and
Mhm.
and all this was prompted by Barrera being fired from his work with law enforcement for
Well,
accessing those sensitive files for which
he, he
describe what
shouldn't
he was
have
a
done that.
witness to. And
What an asshole.
he was obviously way more than a witness. He had part in her death for sure, as
Yep.
it comes out as such. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad that he had to do that.
Yep, and then apparently the Major Joe Perkins, who the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office stated that none of Horsford's injuries aligned with foul play. Oh, it was a party. They were drinking. She was drinking. Most of the partygoers had gone to bed at the time, and she was on the deck alone. Said that he interviewed 30 people, including family, friends, and other partygoers. That's from Blavity News and Politics. And then the one listed as number 7 is from WXIA TV.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, a renewed public interest led to the second investigation. Unfortunately, similar results, which I can only imagine what her family's going through right now, especially her 5 children who have to grow up without a mother because of the callous actions of the people involved in that party, as well
Yes.
as how the investigators handled this case. Understandably so, as per the Atlanta Black Star article from earlier, her family disputes the claims made during the initial investigation, with their sister being quoted as saying, "Never, ever, ever have I seen my sister sloppy, drunken, incoherent." And most importantly, she further points out that she doubts that she would pick a sleepover with people she was just getting to know to start behaving that way, which honestly makes the most sense given the circumstances surrounding this case. As a corroboration of their statement, their attorney, Ralph Fernandez, is quoted as saying, "The placement of the body, the multitude of injuries, what I would consider to be defensive injuries, the inexplicable postmortem bleeding. There were numerous inconsistencies in a series of statements, the disposal of evidence, the relationship between the parties."
Yeah, that was a crappy handling.
It was. Still to this day, it was. Yeah. Then please go to Bailey Sarian's video on this, as it will describe the whole case more in detail. And she
Yeah.
frankly does a better job at it than this video ever could. Not that we
Yeah.
don't do a good job, but we try. But we're
Yep.
just speaking our own opinions on this case and adding to that particular video, as well as some of the official sources that we just read. So
Yeah.
please bear with us. And I just want to say rest in peace to Tamla Horsford.
Yes. Right.
She was a sweet lady, great mother to
Yeah.
5 kids, and I can only imagine what her husband is going through right now, as well as any of her family members
I can just
besides him.
imagine.
Yeah, she's gonna be dearly missed.
But the
Though,
people that loved her
yes,
really loved.
yes, basically. Okay, so that will be all for now. If you guys like this video, feel free to like, comment, and then subscribe, and then hit the bell button for more notifications, or to get
Yeah.
notified, I mean. And then we
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
see you on Saturday with Ducky and the Alien. Unfortunately, due to, or say fortunately rather, hey, didn't you say you had a last minute project that other
Yes.
day?
Yes, I did. And I still do in some cases.
That's good. Well, anyway, please be sure to tune in to Ducky and the Alien when we upload it this Saturday. That is
Yeah.
a assuming there's no further delay. And we will see you all next time.
See you next time. Bye for now.
And please be sure to take care of your loved ones and tell them that you love them, especially if they're your African American friends, family members, cousins, whoever, not just African Americans, but anyone of any race. Because remember, race, like any other form of genetics, like gender, is just DNA and is immutable and almost always does not determine your character.
So don't give a rat's ass about gender, orientation, or race, as this is not in someone's control.
Right. Okay, guys. With that out of the way, bye for real.
Bye.